Hello YouTube, today I have a big video for you guys today. This video is going to show you how to smoke on Haven and Ascent, both attacking and defending. If you guys want more guides and sort of information type videos, please make sure to leave a like. This video took a while to make and edit, so it would be much appreciated. If we could hit 400 likes, that would be amazing. Also, I stream on Twitch every single day, twitch.tv/LonelyAlex. If you guys like high rating gameplay on console, that is exactly what I stream. I'm also with Crits in this video. He's going to show you some benefits with the smokes and some weaknesses with some other smokes. And if you guys want to go check him out, he will also be in the description. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Enjoy. I'm going to show you guys how to do attacking smokes on a Haven site. A lot of people like smoking right at this point, this entry point right here. With this smoke right here is you can clear a lot of angles at once as a defender. So it's not really that good for an attacker. For example, if I really wanted to swing out of this smoke, all I would have to do is look at the right here and be able to clear a lot of angles at once. The only angle I would have to worry about is somebody sitting here, but if you get the timing right, you shouldn't really have to worry about this. Now, the proper smoke, which you guys should be doing, is a little bit more out like this. Same with the Haven smoke. You can't really mess up the tower smoke.
Dropping smokes.
But these are the two proper smokes you guys should be doing on a site. The thing with this smoke is, as an attacker, it's really hard to clear all the angles at once. The enemy could literally be anywhere.
No peeking.
If I wanted to go out of this smoke, there's a lot of angles I have to clear. I have to clear graffiti, I have to clear hell, I have to clear in front of me as well. So you are basically dead swinging out of this smoke. The best controllers to use on console at the moment on Haven is going to be Clove, Omen. Brim is kind of mid on Haven, but he can work if you have a good team lineup. But on console, you're not going to really have that. Like, if you have lineups on Brim, he can be pretty strong. His smokes last the longest. But right now, the meta on console is just going to be Clove and Omen. Because Clove is quite literally just busted on console with the speed and the health you get from her pick-me-up. And then the two controllers you don't really want to use is Harbor and Viper on Haven. Now, of course, you can make them work, but I wouldn't recommend them, especially if you're new.
No one's gonna be sitting in this corner over here since there's another. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just simple economics. I'm kidding. I'm terrible.
I actually did not mean to do that. When you're defending a site, the bad smokes you don't really want to do are this one and this one. Now, these smokes are not really the best because, as you guys can see, this smoke is way too deep, and I feel like you're going to be able to clear a lot more angles, or you clear a lot less angles as an attacker. You're not really exposed to the left side here. You're not exposed to really this either. Same with this smoke. As an attacker, you can kind of like clear the smoke itself, and you can kind of clear the angles one by one to see if like enemies are going to be here. The correct smokes would be one right there and then one right here. Now, these smokes are going to be a lot harder to clear as an attacker, because if you're pushing down short here, for example, like, you can clear up to this angle, but then when you get to here, they could quite literally be anywhere. Like, there's too many angles. There's just no way as an attacker I'm going to be able to clear this with no util. I'm going to need like a flash. I'm going to need something, or maybe somebody to trade me. Yeah, there's just too many angles. Same with this smoke. This smoke is kind of hard to clear anybody. Just too many angles to worry about. I have to clear this right side here. I have to clear, you know, this front side. There's just too many angles. As soon as I walk out, I'm just kind of like screwed. So those are the two smokes you want to do while defending B site, or while defending A site. Now, the bonus smokes I kind of like to do sometimes is I like to do this one way right here when I'm holding A site. This smoke's pretty good because I know like you'll never be able to challenge this angle. Like, I'm gonna see him before he even sees me. So this smoke, especially if you have a teammate on site, whether it be in this corner or even backside hell, if someone's holding long, they will not be able to push this at all. For example, this is what it looks like on my POV, or the attacker's POV. Like, I quite literally cannot clear anything. Like, I can like clear maybe over here, but when I get up to this point, this is unpushable. Like, this guy is going to kill me 10 times out of 10. Those are going to be like the best defending smokes. Now, I do see like you could do like this one, I guess. This one also kind of works as well. Like, they will not be able to push you as well here if you like, yeah, over it along. like you just can't push that either. So I mean, technically you could do these two one ways right here with Clove or even Brim. I mean, it's gonna be really hard for them to push you. They're gonna need like flashes or something like a wall from Neon. Like you just will not be able to push this at all. There's too many one ways. This is like literally like uncontestable. For example, this is what it looks like in my POV. Even if I crouch, I can't see him. Like this is like you just will not, like you just can't push this at all. Like you're just gonna be dead. Now B-site's a little bit more easy to understand because there's not really many smokes you can mess up here. I'm gonna show you a couple of bad smokes to do on B-site, and then I'm gonna show you the correct way to do it. Now, a bad smoke, for example, would be like this and this. Now, I see some people do this at low rank, and this is a horrible smoke. As an attacker, you are able to clear angles one by one with the smoke, and it kind of gives the attacker an advantage almost, because you can clear your angles, and it's just like really hard to like capitalize off an attacker pushing through the smoke. He can clear me one by one. Now, let's say if you have a teammate here, your teammate cannot see this. Like, he's able to clear angles one by one and actually take his gunfights. Same with over here. He's able to clear his angles one by one. And you can't really, like, punish him because there's just the smoke's covering him, right? The correct way to attack B-site with smokes is going to be these two smokes right here. Now, these smokes are a lot better, as you guys can see. It gives you guys a lot more space, and they can't really make a play off this. The only way they're going to be able to push these smokes is if they have, like, util such as flashes or walls. Now, yeah, as you can see, when Ivan pushes through this, he quite literally is getting exposed to every single angle. I could be here, I could be, like, here. Like, there's just too many angles, bro. There's just way too many angles. As you can see, I'm able to clear angles one by one. I'm not exposed to all the angles like at the same time, so I'm able to like make a play off this. Especially if they're hitting a site, they're not gonna be really like expecting me to push out a smoke. Now, if this was a proper smoke, this is gonna be a lot harder because he could quite literally be anywhere. I'm exposing myself to all different angles like at the same time. So like, as an attacker, this is a really like hard thing to push without any util. But yeah, those are the two smokes you kind of want to do on B site. Yeah, defense, it's the same thing. If you smoke way too far deep in, defense is the same thing. If you smoke too deep in, they can easily make a play off this. As you can see, I'm clearing my angles. I'm exposed to like a lot less angles if the smoke's like this. As you can see, I can clear my angles one by one. Same if it was on this side, I'm just able to clear my angles one by one. Exposed to a lot less angles. Now, this is the proper smoke to do when you're defending. As you can see, like, there's just too many angles. I'm just not gonna be able to push this at all. Like, I gotta, like, almost guess. Like, he can be here, he can be here, he can be, like, literally anywhere. Like, I'm just, like, screwed.
No peeking.
So this smoke's gonna be a lot better if you're defending. As an attacker, it's gonna be really hard to push that. C-site's gonna be a little bit more simple. I mean, the CT smoke is, you know, I see a lot of people mess up the CT smoke. I'm gonna show you guys the wrong way to smoke, and then I'll show you guys the right way to smoke. Once again, you guys know not to smoke too far out. But with this smoke, this is... the CT smoke's a little bit more interesting because I see a lot of people on my team smoke it like this. This is the wrong way to smoke. Now, you guys already know the problem with this garage smoke. You can just clear too many angles. You can actually, like, make a play off the smoke. As you can see, I'm exposed to, like, not many angles. I'm able to get my one and then get out. But with the CT smoke, it's a lot different. Because this smoke actually allows the attacker to take his ones and almost kind of, like, just lets him make a play. Because as an attacker, if I see this smoke, I'm gonna be able to run out of here and like clear my angles one by one rather than like get exposed to so many angles. As you guys can see, I was able to kill this guy when I already cleared, like, you know, back sight, front sight. The correct way to smoke CT would be this smoke right here.
No peeking.
And the reason this smoke is better is now I'm able to go in the smoke, but now I am kind of like stuck. There's too many angles. He can be here, he can be logs, he can be backside, he can be plat. Too many angles. As you can see, he's on plat. If I was able to walk out of this, there's just too many angles I'll be exposed of, and he would be able to get a free kill. But yeah, the correct way, once again, is to smoke like this and like this. these two smokes, the defenders are gonna have a hard time pushing out of this, and they're almost just gonna have to wait it out unless they have like a flash or something. But yeah, this is how you smoke on Seaside Haven. Now there's two different ways to push Seaside. A lot of your teammates are gonna like to go through garage. I see like maybe 1 or 2 people lurking garage. They like to walk up, or they even just hard rush it. Now, if your teammates want to do a C split push, so you're gonna have 2 people, or even 3 people garage, and then 2 people walk C long. The correct smokes are gonna be right here on C window, and then CT. Now, these smokes are gonna help your team clear a lot less angles, and if the defender wants to challenge this, he's gonna have to use a smoke. Now, my last smoke was a little bit too deep. Ivan did point something out. This would be a correct smoke. I think the smoke I did before was way too deep because, as you can see, this is the same concept with the smoke over here. When you put it way too far out, they can make it in play really easily. So, for example, if I put the smoke way too deep like this, as you can see, as a defender, I can make a play almost just falling down here and then dropping like this silently. And he's not going to have it like a clue at all that I just dropped. Now, if you put a smoke a little bit further out like this, this smoke would be a lot better, because now if I want to make a play, I'm going to have to fully commit and drop down, and you're going to get the sound cue. I will not be able to like it's just so hard. Like, can you see me like this? If I do this, are you able to see me like right here? Yeah,
I can see.
Yeah, there's like quite literally, there's no way I'm gonna be able to silent drop like this. So, yeah, that smoke is.
You wanna like look at me while I do it?
Yeah. You can make the smoke down. Yeah, I mean, it's you quite literally. Yeah, you're gonna have to get the sound cue. So as a defender, if you did want to drop out, you just gotta jump out like this. But they're gonna get the sound cue, and you're probably gonna run into like 2 or 3 of them, which is a death sentence. But if you guys, once again, if you guys are all pushing long, best smokes to do are these 2.
Dropping smokes.
These are the 2 best smokes. You can't really go wrong with that. As you can see, I mean, defenders can like walk out of it, but those are the best smokes you can do. And if you want to do a C split, all you have to do is smoke a little bit deeper in this window, and then CT.
Dropping smokes.
And these are going to be the best smokes when you guys go out garage and take C site. Now, if you want to defend C site, I'm going to show you guys bad smokes first, and then I'll show you guys the proper smokes. So if you're doing a bad smoke, for example, you would put one right there, and then you would put one right here.
Dropping smokes.
Now, if you want to counter the C take, and if they're doing a split attack, the smoke is really bad on garage. Because as an attacker, you are able to clear your angles one by one. Once again, you guys, I've been saying this like the entire video. The smoking like this is like quite literally so bad, because I'm able to take my ones without exposing myself to too many angles. It's just like, yeah, this smoke is just really bad. It actually kind of helps the attacker, in my opinion, because you don't have to clear all your angles. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. For example, go over there, Ivan. As a defender, if you have the smoke, I kind of have to guess which side he's gonna come out. So come out. Yeah. For example, you see how like he actually has the advantage because he could come left side, he could come right side. I have to like make a decision on what angle to hold. Now, the proper smoke for garage and C-long would be right here. Now, of course, this smoke is going to be a lot better because you're going to be just exposed to a lot of more angles. There's like too many angles to clear. You're going to have to flash out of this. Same with garage. This smoke is a lot better because now as an attacker, I'm kind of screwed here. I'm exposing myself to too many angles. If I go out, I'm dead. Like, he could have literally been anywhere. Like, do it again.
Drop in a smoke.
He quite literally could be anywhere. Like, I gotta, like, guess. So, let me guess, like, here. Yeah. See? Yeah, I'm dead. Like, there's too many angles. As an attacker, you're gonna have to flash. You're gonna have to use some sort of, like, util if you want garage. Yeah, those are, like, gonna be the best smokes to do. Now, we're gonna do some extra bonus smokes that you guys can do. That's some extra things, post plants. Things that can help you. I'm gonna go over to A site first, just to, you know, we're gonna go A, B, and then C, and then we'll be done with Haven. So for example, if your team plants default, just
Right
like
here.
that,
Spike planted.
you're going to be able to do a one-way as an attacker. So Ivan, you're the attacker, so go long.
Right here.
If he smokes, for example, on this Chuck here,
No peeking.
and I'm a defender, this is going to be a really hard to even like win at all. Because as you can see, when I'm tapping and defusing, he can see me and I cannot see him. You can see my legs, right? Yeah, I'm like, it's almost impossible
No
to win this
peeking.
if you're doing a one-way like this, a post plant.
You go over there.
Yeah, for example, this is what it looks like on his end. Like, he is not going to be able to win this at all. So that's one of the cool ways you can use smokes as one-ways when you planted the bomb. The same example over on A side we have on B side. So if Ivan plants on, you know, this spot over there, like default almost, it can work
Planted.
honestly anywhere. If you plant like right here, it could work anywhere. As an attacker, Ivan, go over to where I was, over
Right
to the
here.
window. As an attacker, if he smokes right above this,
in a
you know,
smoke.
this little thing over here, this is the same example. There's no way I win this. Of course, he wouldn't be peeking like right away, but the only way he'll peek is if I tap. So if I tap, it's almost impossible. Like, I'm just never gonna win this scenario. For example, go over there, Ivan.
No peeking.
Like, if I'm the attacker, like, it's impossible for him to win. These one-ways are super strong on Haven, and I honestly think a lot of people are, like, not using them as effectively, but yeah, it's, pretty broken. Same with over at C here, there's going to be a lot of one-ways you can do on C. If he wants to plant over here, he
here.
can plant over
Right
here.
here.
Even over here, anywhere there's, like, a elevated box is gonna work.
Spike
As an
planted.
attacker, or as a defender rather, this is going to be really hard to defend. Now, of course, he's not going to smoke right away, but if I did tap, he would probably smoke it and then peek. But I'm just going to show you guys where the smoke is. It's right above on this box here.
No peeking.
This is the same concept. Really hard to even defend this. Like, I'm going to literally have to, like, tap it and then walk out. He could even be jump spotting this. He could be doing whatever, but this is almost impossible to win. Especially if it's more than a 1v1. If there's more people there. Ivan's going to show me how it looks on his or my POV. Or yeah, his POV. Yeah, it's just impossible. There's no way you win this. I could be jump spotting. I could be doing whatever. It's almost impossible. Yeah, that's why one ways on this map. It's just really strong. What is happening? Why did you die like a million times?
Yeah, like if you want to play aggressive on B. Back.
Oh yeah,
Play
yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah, that one works. Yeah, right when the buy phase is over, what you want to do is just smoke this,
Drop in a smoke.
and then you could like push out of the smoke or push out of mid like super easily. They're not gonna be able to challenge us. I mean, if they flash out of it, they're gonna have to use util. You can even play fakes on them. You can smoke window and not even push it, and then you know have them like guess a lot. There's a lot of aggressive smokes you can do on Haven. Same with Garage. Ivan, I know you have one over here. So this smoke is gonna be really good as a defender because, for example, if he does the smoke and I'm an attacker, I'm gonna be very cautious about pushing the smoke because he can literally be anywhere on that. He can be left side, he can be right side. As an attack or as a defender, this is what it looks like. So I'm clearing my angles one by one, and you can easily get one kill and then, you know, get out. Same over with this side over here.
Drop in a smoke.
This side, you can get one kill and get out. I mean, yeah, this smoke is definitely really strong. Ooh, another smoke you can do. I know a lot of people don't know about this, but if you are getting hard, like if they are always contesting this as a defender, if you always see them contest this, especially with an op or an outlaw, and you know that they're holding this, you can smoke yourself right here
No peeking.
as an attacker. Now this is going to be able to give you a lot of control of long, going to be able to like let you walk up without them like even seeing you. And especially if they're trying to get info on you, this is going to be really strong because of course, you know, as a defender, you don't know if they're
Right
actually
here.
like already close up. They're probably going to be communicating with their team, like they could be a long, they could be this, they could be short. So this is a very strong smoke to like let you push up, or you and your team, especially if you don't know how to counter ops. This could be really good. Okay, that's about it for all the Haven smokes. I think we covered almost everything. If there is something we missed, make sure to comment it down below. But we're gonna now move over to Ascent. Okay, so now we're over on Ascent. We're gonna start attacking A site first. I'm gonna show you guys the wrong smokes to do, and I'm gonna show you guys the correct smokes to do. So these are the wrong smokes to do. These smokes are really bad. You do not want to do these at all. As you can see, there's a lot of plays that can be made right now. He can almost clear his angles one by one. As you can see, I can't really see him, and he's clearing A main already. And by the time he starts picking me, you know, I'm already dead. This smoke also just allows to like a lot of plays to be made for a defender. As you can see, if this is smoke, if I'm retaking this site, I could even drop down here and make a play. I could do a lot of things with the smoke. It just gives me way too many options. The smoke is also really bad because once again, he's able to clear his angles one by one. This also just helps the defender way too much. Like, I could just like walk out of here, clear my angles one by one, and then, you know, of course, kill him. The correct way to smoke tree would be like this. Now, this smoke is going to be a lot harder for the attackers to push, or the defenders to push rather. As you can see, just too many angles. I kind of have to guess. Like, I'm already dead. As you can see, they can be on switch, they can be gen, they could be in front of me. Just too many things. The correct way to push, or the correct way to smoke, would be like this. Now, this is a lot harder to push because, for example, like, yeah, I can like clear this, but there's just too many angles. There's literally, he could be right there, he could be head glitching this, he could be head glitching that. Let me smoke this again.
No peeking.
Yeah, he could be head glitching that. He could even be up like on top of this. Like there's just too many angles. Like you will literally die if you don't push with any util. So as I'm gonna like demonstrate for you guys the correct way. Like if you were to like smoke everything. So I would be getting up to here, I'd be walking up to here, or you guys hard hit it, whatever. These two smokes, the two best smokes. And you know, you can take sight just like that, have util of course, have your team flash out, and you guys should be able to take A site pretty easily. Also, if you are doing a split, I know a lot of people like pushing cat as well. What you can do for your cat player is smoke tree. So instead of smoking right here, you would smoke right here instead. So the smokes would look like this.
Dropping smokes.
Now this smoke is going to be a lot better because of course you can see his gun, but if as a defender, if you push out of this is a big commitment. This is like you're basically exposing yourself to everybody. A lot of people are not going to push out of there, but if they do, you just got to make sure you're watching it. And yeah, this should be a lot better if you do a split. Now for defending A site, this is going to be a little bit more tricky because there's a lot of different types of smokes you can do. Now, when the barriers do go down, you can have your, you know, your smokes up already. And as soon as the barrier goes down, you want to do this one way. You can hold this. This is a really strong one way because if they do decide to 5-man push this, it's really hard to contest this angle. They're going to have to use a lot of util, or just completely wait it out. There's really no other way of going about this. Either you use util or you just wait it out. There's like quite little you can't do anything. For example, Ivan's trying to contest me, cannot do anything. He's gonna be dead before the time he even swings this. I'm gonna show you guys on his POV. So if they do the smoke, as an attacker, you are not gonna want to challenge this at all. Quite literally, there's nothing you can do. Like, I mean, you can kind of do this, but by the time I do this, they're, you know, I'm already dead. He can even be playing like hard here, like close right. So I mean, this is like just I can't challenge this at all. Like, he can see me right now, he can see me, and then I can finally see him. Like this smoke is really strong. Now if you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can also do this smoke if they already have a main control. This smoke would be really strong, and then you could also smoke cat if, you know, they are pushing cat. If your teammates are like calling out, oh, they're mid, they're cat, this smoke can be really good. They're gonna have to use util. Basically, any smoke that forces them to use util to push out is gonna be a good smoke. Now, a bad A main smoke, of course, would be pushed out like this. Do not do this. This is a stupid smoke. I can clear my angles one by one. He has to guess. you know, which side I'm going to be pushing from. So the correct way to smoke right here and right here.
Dropping.
Two really good smokes to defend A site. Is there anything you have to say?
No.
Okay, that's about it. Now, the correct way to smoke mid, I know mid control on Ascent is going to be a really, really big thing on this map. If you have mid control, you have a lot of options. As an attacker, you could push Cubby,
Right here.
or you could push Cat. You can push bottom
Right
mid.
here.
You can push, like, really anything. As long as you have your teammates watching B
Right
main
here.
and A,
Right here.
mid control is super, super strong. You just have a lot of options. And to get that control, depending on what site you push, for example, if I'm pushing A site and I'm starting off tiles, the smoke I would do would be right here.
Drop in a smoke.
Now this smoke is going to be really good for your teammates to walk up cat. They cannot, like, as a defender, they can't really like push this. This is like a death sentence if I go out. Like, I'm quite literally exposed to like a million angles. There's no way I'm going to be able to like contest that at all.
No peeking.
Now, as a defender, if they do this smoke, you could hold it, like walk up cat, for example, Ivan. Just walk up cat. See, as you can see, yeah, this is very strong. So just, you got to be maybe like a little bit careful about that. I always make sure to check that angle when I'm pushing up cat, because that is an angle they could see you from. But other than that, the smoke's really good. They can't really have, they don't really have any angle. And especially if you're like ready for this, like the person holding this angle is dead. Like, if you're expecting that, they don't expect you to know, and you're basically like gonna get a free kill. Now, for example, if I'm trying to do, like, if I'm actually trying to like take mid control and they're contesting me
Can't
cat a
use
lot,
that. Right here.
I like to smoke right here. This would be, for example, I'm gonna show you guys a bad smoke actually for cat, and I'm gonna show you guys a good smoke.
Drop in a smoke.
Bad smoke, very bad smoke for cat. As you guys can see, you guys could probably guess why. I can make a play like this, you know, just like get the free pick over here and then dip out, not exposing myself to tiles, not exposing myself over here. Like, I'm not exposing myself. I'm actually kind of like safe in this like little corner. So this smoke would be like really bad. But yeah, the proper smoke you guys would want to do is like this. This smoke is going to be a lot better. Now, you can spam this, but if the second you spam this, they're going to spam you right back. If you don't get the kill right away, you're basically dead here. But yeah, so for example, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a demonstration. I would smoke this, wait for the smoke to pop, maybe have an initiator, you know, silver dart, flash out, and you could walk up mid for free, have no problem, clear my angles, and then yeah. Now, if you guys are doing a quick, fast B take as an attacker, of course you want to smoke cat. But if your team really wants to hard push this, of course, like, have your initiators do your thing. But as a smoke, you want to smoke this right here.
No peeking.
The smoke is going to stop the angle from CT, and the guys rotating from A site will not be able to see anything. And as an attacker, this smoke's really good just because there's a lot less angles to clear. You can clear right side, clear left side, and then push into market, into B site. That's really good smoke for a B split. But that's how you're going to be able to take mid control as a controller. Is there anything I'm missing? That is not a smoke, Evan. Like, what is that? Now that I showed you guys the mid smokes, how to attack A site and how to attack or how to defend A site, I'm going to show you guys how to attack a B site. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the wrong way to smoke B site, and I'm going to show you guys the correct way to smoke B site. So, of course, these smokes, really bad. Never smoke like this. This is a horrible smokes layout. As you can see, I'm pushing out, and he can literally have an angle on me when I'm going out lane because of how bad that smoke is. So I'm gonna show it on his POV. Go attack. I can quite literally make a play out here and take my ones without exposing myself to B main. This is a really bad smoke. This honestly helps the defenders more than the attackers. Now, the correct way to smoke on B site is going to be like this and like this. These smokes are going to be a lot better. If they want to walk out, I can see his little gun poking out. But yeah, if they're going to have to walk out, they're going to be exposed to a lot more things. They're gonna have to show their whole body, and it's gonna be a commitment if they do walk out. Same with over at CT. If Ivan goes to CT, it's gonna be a big commitment if he does walk out. Yeah, he's gonna be exposed to 5 people pushing B site, and it's probably not gonna end well for him. Now, how to properly smoke B main is just gonna be like this.
Drop in a smoke.
Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. There's only really one entry point you have to smoke on B main. The only way you're gonna have to mess this up is if you smoke like
No
this.
peeking.
Of course, this is not a good smoke. Basically giving the attackers a way to entry without exposing yourself to too many angles. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. B main smoke like this
No peeking.
should be a-okay. Now, if you want to defend and stop a B split push, the best way to stop a B split push is to smoke like right here.
Drop in a smoke.
Now, this is assuming that they already have mid control. They already have this control right here. This smoke is going to help you a lot because they have to basically, you know, clear a lot of angles here, expose themselves to a ton of different angles. That's how you're going to be able to stop a B split push. Now, for a bonus, if you do want to contest mid, if you just realize that, you know, they don't have like 5 men like pushing mid every single time, that's usually just like one lurker, you could smoke tiles.
No peeking.
They are going to have to use some sort of util here to, like, you know, take you out of mid, but this basically exposes yourself to only one more angle that they could come from. You could also smoke like this if you want to, like, you know, double smoke it as an attacker's POV. I mean, you could quite literally be pushed up anywhere. You can even play like super ratty. You can play like in this corner, exposing yourself to like this one angle. Hold up, let me smoke this.
Dropping smoke.
This is if you want mid control. I mean, this is going to be really hard for the attackers. They're going to have to use a lot of util to even get mid control. Basically, they're going to have to fight for mid control. Yeah, that's about it for the mid smoke. If you want to attack a mid, is there anything like more you want to show?
Besides like the post plant smokes you could do.
Yeah, now just like on Haven, there's gonna be a lot of one ways you can do. I do like to do this one way
No
a lot.
peeking.
This one way could be good because when they do go
Right
down
here.
the stairs, for example, I would go down the stairs. It's gonna be really hard for them to like even see you here. You don't really want to like, if you're exposed here, they can see your feet. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Go back there. Go back B site. Got attackers POV. They can see you from here, so like you don't really want to play there. But if you're holding a pixel here, like this is impossible for me to push unless it's like, for example,
No peeking.
the only way I'm gonna be able to push this is like this. But Ivan, tell me when you can see me.
I can see you right now.
Can you see me like here?
I can see your foot. Yep.
Yeah, so like this is almost like you can't really push this at all
Right here.
if you're holding that. Now if you want to do another plant situation when you have a one-way smoke, if Ivan plants, you know, default the main plant spot
Spike
for
planted.
attackers. If Ivan plays
Right
back here and he smokes Jen just like this,
No peeking.
this is going to be another one of those situations where it is going to be really hard to win. Another one way you can do, I mean, I'm already dead by the time I tap it. There's no way. He can even jump spot it. Like, there's a lot of things he can do. He doesn't really have to commit to a fight,
No
but
peeking.
there's just, this is almost impossible to win. Like, I would have to do this and then like, yeah, I mean, this is almost unwinnable. He could even flash it if he is Omen. Yeah, there's just a lot of one ways in this game are going to be really, really strong, and not a lot of people use it. Why is there so many classics? Yeah, that's about it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what type of other maps you guys would want. This is probably going to be a like 3-part series. I know a lot of people are very confused on where to smoke on certain sites, especially if you're new to Valorant, you know, first time playing on console. These are the best smokes to do. If you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a like. It would help me a lot. I do stream on Twitch every single day. Twitch.tv/LonelyAlex. It would mean the world if you guys went to go over there and, you know, check it out. Sure. You gotta shout yourself out.
Twitch.tv/itskrits. ITZKRYTZ.
Yep, there you go. It'll be in the description if you guys want to go check out Ivan's Twitch. He does also stream ranked every single day. But that's about it. We're gonna do 2 more of these types of videos. Just let me know what types of maps you guys would want to see first. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video.